Imagine holding a single dollar bill. Now think about this. Why is it worth anything at all? Why do we, as a global society, put so much trust in little pieces of paper or lines of code? This journey from trading cattle to cryptocurrencies tells us not just about money, but about human progress itself. So, what exactly is money, and how did we get here? Did you know that at one point, some cultures literally used giant stones as currency? Let's dive in to uncover the strange, surprising, and downright wild history of money. This might just change how you see every dollar you ever hold. Our story starts long before the first coin was ever minted. Early human societies relied on a system called bartering. Imagine you were a farmer with a ton of wheat but needed a new tool. You'd find a blacksmith willing to trade. But here's the problem. What if the blacksmith didn't need your wheat? This is where the real issue with barter began. It's limited by what each party needs at the time. Trade was restricted, slow, and, well, awkward. Imagine trying to swap 3 chickens for a pair of shoes. Hey, I'll throw in an extra egg if you make them leather. Money became essential as it created a way to store and transfer value. But what exactly could serve as money? Ancient societies began experimenting with objects that had consistent value, like cattle, grain, and even salt. Believe it or not, Roman soldiers were sometimes paid in salt, giving us the word salary. As civilizations expanded, they needed something portable, durable, and universally accepted. Enter coins. Around 600 BCE, the ancient kingdom of Lydia, in modern-day Turkey, came up with a groundbreaking idea. They started minting metal coins made from electrum, a naturally occurring alloy of gold and silver. Coins revolutionized the ancient world. They were easy to carry, they lasted, and they could be counted in standard values. Coins spread like wildfire. Greece, Persia, Rome, all the major civilizations adopted them. Gold, silver, and bronze became universal symbols of wealth and power. Holding a coin was like holding a promise of value, and that's what made coins so transformative. But coins, as solid as they were, had their limits too. Imagine having to carry a bag of coins to buy a horse. So civilizations had to come up with something even more ingenious. Fast forward to the 7th century China. With trade routes expanding, coins just weren't practical anymore. China's merchants, looking for a lighter alternative, came up with paper money. But here's the twist. These paper notes weren't backed by precious metals, only by the promise of the emperor himself. It was a major leap of faith, but it worked. China's economy flourished, and soon the idea spread to the Middle East, then to Europe through trade routes. By the 17th century, Europe was using paper notes too. But what made this idea truly stick was the rise of banks. Banks issued these notes, guaranteeing that the bearer could redeem them for actual gold or silver. This created a sense of stability and trust in the system. But with that trust also came a dangerous risk, because what would happen if the bank suddenly ran out of gold? As it turns out, they did. The era of bank failures and financial crashes was just beginning. Moving into the 20th century, the system shifted again. Instead of linking every dollar directly to gold, governments began trusting in their own stability. This is known as fiat currency, money that isn't backed by a physical commodity, but by the government that issues it. In 1971, the US finally moved off the gold standard completely. It was a controversial move, but it allowed greater control over the economy. Next came another innovation: digital money. As banks went digital, so did our transactions. Credit cards, online banking, and mobile payments transformed money from a physical object to an invisible force, zipping across networks in seconds. Ever wonder how many digital dollars are actually floating around right now? Spoiler, a lot of them don't even exist in physical form. And now we're entering yet another new chapter: cryptocurrency. Unlike government-issued currency, cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin are decentralized and rely on a technology called blockchain. Here's what makes it revolutionary. Instead of trusting a bank, users trust the blockchain, a secure, decentralized network that records every transaction. Bitcoin's value soared because, for some people, it represented the ultimate freedom from government control and the traditional financial system. But the big question remains: is crypto the future of money or just a passing trend? There's a thrill in the air, and a bit of fear too, because while it promises freedom, it's also highly unstable. For now, cryptocurrency is both an experiment and a question mark. Could this be the final evolution of money, or are we on the brink of something we can't yet imagine? From barter to Bitcoin, the history of money is really the history of us. Money has always been more than a medium of exchange. It's a mirror reflecting our trust, ambition, and desire for connection. So, next time you hold a dollar bill, think about it. It's not just paper. It's a piece of a story that's been evolving for thousands of years. So, where will it go next? The answer could redefine what wealth and value mean to us. Curious about other hidden forces that shape our world? Check out our video, How Does the Internet Work? It's a journey into the technology that connects us all, just like money has for centuries. Click the link on your screen, and I'll see you in the next story.